Let me just check this out. Let me just check this audio for a sec. Let me just check this audio for... Yeah, that's good. Excuse me.
Good morning. Morning coffee 213 or 0013, excuse me. 0013, lucky 13. And we have a news story. Mom, why do you eat on camera? Because the trolls hate it. A skyscraper in Taiwan, or not Taiwan, excuse me, Hong Kong. Burning. 44 people dead, according to the latest reports. 44 people are dead. But yet the building has not come down. Why has the building not come down? Similarly, we have a skyscraper in Spain that burned for days. Never fell. Then on top of that, you got the Empire State Building, which got hit by an aircraft, if I remember correctly.
Do we really have an Empire State that got hit by an airplane? Well, yes, we do. As you can see. There's the photo here. I don't know, you can't see my cursor, but here on the right-hand side, you will see a picture of the Empire State Building. And in the circle is the section that was hit by the World War II bomber. So that's the damage from the bomber on the Empire State Building in 1945. What's with this guy, Von Helton, and his stupidity? But anyway, here you go. Carry on, Vaughn. How do I get rid of that? There you go. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Sorry. Let me do it again. Sorry, people. There we go. Right. Sorry. I was not ready for that mistake. But here we go. On the right-hand side, in the circle, is the spot on the Empire State Building that was hit by the bomber in 1945. This is the event that Von Helton is presenting as one of his argument points. So, with that, let's go back to Von Helton. There we go. All right. Got it right this time. There we go. Sorry.
It never fell either. But yet the Twin Towers did fall. So now, riddle me this, Batman. Why is it that these other skyscrapers haven't fallen, but the Twin Towers did? Well, there was a woman, an elderly woman. They interviewed her, and she made a comment that she saw construction workers, and they had what looked like a stick of butter in their hand. Okay, so what is that? Well, that'd be thermite, wouldn't it? Yeah, C4, thermite, it'd be something similar. So that obviously, and I can't find that interview to save my life. I couldn't even find it with Google way back. So what happened to that? What happened to that elderly woman and her interview? Well, it just kind of disappeared, didn't it? It just kind of disappeared, man. Poof, gone. I like I said, I even used Google way back, couldn't find it. It's like, what the hell? Anyway, so So yeah, we've got us an interesting situation here, don't we? We got a building in Hong Kong that's burned for at least 24 hours and has now fallen. We have another building in Spain that burned for days. It never fell. What's up with that, right? And it just kind of blows a hole in the whole 9/11 official story, doesn't it? Yeah, totally does, man. Totally blows a hole in that shit. So, we have to sit there and wonder what's up with that. Huh? By the way, 44 people dead in this current skyscraper fire. At least that's what they're saying. They may find more as the time goes on. There was like, what did they say? I think there's like 25 people missing or some shit. I don't know. I'd have to go back and read the article again. But yeah, man. I mean, what is it with all these skyscrapers burning, but they don't fall. But yet the Twin Towers did. Inquiring minds want to know, right?
All right. So here's a case, okay? Von Helton is sitting there with his inquiring mind, wanting to know how the Empire State was hit by a plane and didn't fall. The Empire State was hit by a plane. It was burning, and it didn't fall. There's towers in Hong Kong that are burning, and they're not falling. If you remember correctly, some years back, there was a tower in London that went up in flames because of the covering around it. Went up in huge flames. Didn't fall. Specifically, the Empire State Building, as you can see in the picture, didn't fall, and Von Helton's inquiring mind is wondering why. Man, this guy is so stupid.
Yeah. Obviously, there was more to 9/11 than just planes and fire, right? And then, of course, you got Building 7, which wasn't hit by a plane, and which didn't have massive fires. It only had a few fires. Didn't have massive fires over the whole building, just a few places. But yet it went down in free fall, didn't it? Yeah. So this throws water on the official story of 9/11, doesn't it? Yeah, because I mean, if as far as I know, the building's still burning. If they haven't put the fire out, building's still burning. Because remember, like I said, the one in Spain, it burned for several days. Pretty sure it burned for several days. So, it makes you wonder what happened on 9/11, because obviously 9/11, something else had to happen other than fire or a plane being hit. Because like I said, Empire State Building was hit by an airplane. It didn't fall.
Okay, there, he just said it. There's the shot. The Empire State Building being... I don't want to repeat myself, but he does, so I will. Empire State Building hit by a plane. It didn't fall. Von Helton is actually making that statement, that the Empire State Building was hit by a plane and it didn't fall. I guarantee you that Von Helton here has never seen that picture. I remember seeing that picture a long time ago. I knew about this a long time ago. It's one of those sort of facts that sort of come up on the internet. But not Von Helton. Von Helton's an expert on the news, but he knows nothing about anything.
It just didn't. So obviously something is going on, Makes you wonder. As the police go tearing out of here. There was a blue car here earlier that was tearing up Jack, and so I guess that's what they're looking for. I'm looking for that blue car. Good luck, guys. You'll need it. Because I think he's been long gone. But, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, I just thought I'd talk about that fire, because isn't that interesting that it hasn't fallen? Isn't that amazing? And the one in Spain didn't fall. And I think there was even a few other skyscrapers that burned and burned and burned for days, and they never fell either. So obviously fire didn't do it, now did it? No. And the plane hitting it didn't do it either. Because like I said, the Empire State Building, if I remember correctly, it was hit by a plane. Never fell. So what's up? You know, the official story, pardon me, air quotes, is in question, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely. And this skyscraper burning and burning and burning, it's burning for at least 24 hours, if not longer. Unless, like I said, unless they put it out, it's probably still burning. So it makes you wonder, you know, what's up with the official story on 9/11 then, huh? Yeah. Anyways, just thought I'd share, because I can, because I should. And you'll have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye. A woman had her 2-month-old son in the back, and she needed to go get gasoline. So she went to the nearest gas station, and she pumped her gas and put her card in the machine and in the gas, in the gas pump, and pumped her gas. And so she's sitting there pumping gas, and wasn't really paying attention that much, thinking about, bills and thinking about what to get for the holidays and all that, and I wasn't really thinking too much about anything. Kind of in a daydream, about all the stuff that needs to be done for the holidays and whatnot. And she gets a squawk over the intercom. Says, "There's a problem with your receipt. You need to come in." And she's like, "What? No, it's automatic. There shouldn't be any problem with my receipt. There shouldn't be any problem with anything. It's all automatic," which it is, by the way. And so she argues with the attendant. She's like, "No, there's nothing wrong with my receipt. I should be good to go." And he's like, "No, ma'am, there's a problem with your receipt. You need to come in." And so finally, after arguing with the guy several times, she finally relents and she goes inside. And so she goes in there, and the attendant pulls her to the side and shows her, acts like he's showing her the receipt, right? But he's really in there talking to her. He says, "Listen, there's a man got behind your back seat and is laying flat in the back seat of your car." And so she stays there with the attendant while he called the police, and the police came and arrested the guy. He was crouched in the back seat of her car, buddy, hiding. He was hiding in the back seat of her car. All right, so this is the holidays, folks, and it's a time, and it's a joyous time. It's a happy time, but never forget that evil does not sleep. Evil does not sleep. Keep your head on a swivel, ladies. Protect those children at all cost, because there are unscrupulous people that will take advantage of the holidays and take advantage of you, because they know you're going to be busy thinking about the holidays and thinking about bills and thinking about this, that, and the other thing. And so keep your head on a swivel. And God knows what would have happened if she had went and got back in that car. So just, be prepared, folks. Be prepared for anything, because it's untelling what's liable to go on. So just be prepared, okay? Alrighty. Have a good day, folks. Happy holidays to everyone. Alrighty. We have an update on the D.C. shooting. Apparently it was an Afghan national. Wow, what a shock. In fact, I think I might have even said that I probably think it was a Muslim, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I held my tongue. I don't know. But anyway, it was a Muslim. An Afghan national. But get this, folks. Not only was it a Muslim that lived in Afghanistan, he also had ties with the CIA, as Sharpie photobombs my video. But yeah, he had ties with the CIA as well, so double whammy there. But it was a Muslim, and he shot and killed 2 of our National Guard there in Washington, D.C. When's it going to be time to outlaw Islam in the United States, to outlaw burqas and outlaw Sharia law? When are we going to do that, Mr. Trump, President Trump? When are we going to do that? It needs to be done. That needs to be a thing. The Quran needs to be outlawed, Sharia law needs to be outlawed, and Islam itself needs to be outlawed. And then that way they'll self-deport, right? They'll self-deport if we outlaw that shit. Let's outlaw all that stuff, and then they can self-deport. Now listen here, schmuck. Say him's a good boy this morning, ain't you, Chirpy? Are you a good boy this morning? Huh? Are you a good boy this morning? See, I got a nose, Daddy. My nose knows. See, my nose knows, huh? Yes, it does. Lord, look at that ham. What a ham you are. What a ham you are, Chirpy dog. You know that? You're such a ham this morning. Hogging my video. He's a hogging my video this morning, ain't you, Chirpy dog? See, him's a good boy, though. Huh? See, we had a sandwich this morning, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We had us a sandwich this morning. Anyways, but yeah, so I can't remember if I said it was a Muslim or not, but I was thinking it. I may not have said it, but I was thinking it, and I ended up being right. So, yay me. Another I was right for me. Huh, Sharpie. Not official, because I didn't say it, did I? No, I was thinking it. But that's okay. That's okay. See, we got it anyway. Yeah, we did. But anyways, but yeah, he had Afghan national with ties with the CIA, they're saying. And I'm slow charging, it says. Hold on here. Look at here, dog. It says I'm slow charging. I'm swaying to the music, so we gotta fix that shit. We can't be slow charging. That's a bad thing. There we go. All right. Anyways, just thought I'd update you on that shooting in D.C. It was a Muslim, Afghan Muslim with ties with the CIA. What a shock. On both counts. I'm not surprised by either one of them two things. Yeah, would you lay down? Your butt's right in my face there. Go lay down. But yeah, so no big shock there. Afghani with CIA ties. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. So yeah, just thought I'd keep you updated. But yeah, I don't think I said it publicly. I think I said it in here. But I was thinking it was a Muslim, and I was right. It was a Muslim. Wow, what a shock. We need to outlaw the Quran, outlaw Sharia law, outlaw burqas, and then they'll self-deport. Right? Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one, folks. Bye.